So I've come here 100 times to make this video. Each time I do, I get so sad and so upset. I can't finish it. Today I have to finish it because what happens if I get sick? Something happens and then the message never gets out. So the message has to get out. My son, Cody Parker, worked for Boca Recovery in South Florida and many of the other rehab centers down there that promise every parent paradise and their kid back. But unfortunately, that doesn't happen. My son was good for 8 years, saving all sorts of lives. The only one he couldn't save was himself. He got caught up in the whole headhunter deal, making so much money. And then I don't know what happened. I don't know how he stumbled and I didn't realize it, but he did. And I knew for 2 weeks something was up. I couldn't figure out his address in Florida because his mom sent him to some rehab center in California, and then he came from California back. I don't know. It's just a plea from one parent to another parent. Don't ship your kids to South Florida. Because it may look good, and it may be good for a little while. It may be good for 8 years. But our whole system is broken. Our whole system is so fucked up. We take drug addicts and we give them government drugs and try to solve the problem. It doesn't work. There's only one way to stop doing drugs, and that's stop fucking doing drugs. I just don't want any other parent to have to come here to see their son or their daughter. Now I know every parent that ships their kid down there thinks it's okay and thinks they're doing the best thing. You're not. Keep your kid local. Stay in your kid's life, but don't snowflake them. My son's mom, not that I'm casting a blame because I'm sure she's got her own demons to deal with forever, but she snowflaked him from the time he was 15 years old. No discipline, no rules. I miss him so much. Every fucking day. And it isn't just yourself you're fucking up when you put that spike in your arm. It's everybody in your life. Every motherfucker in your life. Your father, your mother, your brother, your cousins. If you can't fucking stop being selfish for your fucking loved ones, I just don't understand it. I know it's tough because we have a society that is telling you that you're the victim and that, you know, whatever happened in your past is the reason why you're doing drugs. That's bullshit, man. If you had a bad past and you're using drugs to escape it, your future is going to be just as fucked as your past. You have the power to change it. You're not going to get it in some fucked up 12-step program going there with a bunch of drug addicts that are fucking court-ordered to be there. Don't you understand? You go to those meetings, nobody really gives a fuck about being straight. They care about beating their fucking prison sentence. The whole deal, criminal justice has to be reformed. Every fucking way we deal with recovery has to be formed. We base it on AA from fucking Bill that traded his drinking addiction from drinking to smoking cigarettes and chasing whores, and he died of lung cancer. That's what we set our whole recovery system on. It's ridiculous, and it doesn't work, and who the fuck knows if it ever did, right? 5% success rate. 5 people are probably going to just get sick of the fucking runaround and stop doing drugs or drinking. We have to do something. So when I'm not sad, I'm fucking angry. And I've turned into an angry motherfucker. I miss my fucking boy. And if you ship your kid to South Florida, to Boca Recovery, or you listen to one of those fucking headhunters, those headhunters on Facebook, they were my boy's roommates. They're certified in this, that, and the other thing, and they're burying more fucking people every week than you could imagine. I'm not certified in a motherfucking thing. But I know the answers. And the answers are, you can't give a drug addict drugs and think they're gonna be clean. It takes tough fucking love. And most people aren't strong enough to make that happen. Most people just don't ever fucking think that they're gonna be coming here to see their fucking kid. Take a good look. Happy motherfucking Easter. You gotta be tough. You gotta stand your ground. And if your kid's doing drugs and threatening you and manipulating the situation, well, they're gonna end up here. They're gonna fucking end up here. So, I mean, you're gonna help them get here, or you're gonna help them not get here. The choice is yours. But they're gonna get here if you just give them every fucking thing they want. No rules, no discipline. You're scared to say fucking hit the bricks because they're gonna end up here. Well, they're gonna end up here anyhow. I'm tired of being fucking angry. And I'm tired of being sad. This whole virus has taken fucking family members and loved ones and friends. And then this morning I saw that sign about addiction and heroin leading to death. It broke me. I knew I had to make this video. Sorry about the foul language, but you know what? Some things are fucking worth getting pissed off about. See my broken face, and if you have a kid that's an addict, whether they're 14 or 28, you got to stand strong. You got to unite. Moms and dads and aunts and uncles. You can't fight about your bullshit. You can't fight about fucking whatever happened years ago and let the kid slip through the cracks like my son did. All because his mom couldn't fucking text me back and tell me where he lived. I would have been on a fucking plane down there and he wouldn't be dead now. And again, I'm not blaming her. She in her own fucked up snowflake building mind thinks she was doing the right thing. Thousands and thousands of dollars she spent to get him clean. Don't let that be you. Because the guilt I have of being a fucked up parent and not doing the right things is nothing compared to the guilt that she must have every fucking day, knowing that she sent him the last $600 because he said he needed brakes on his BMW. She sent him the money that he went and bought bad heroin with. Now I know that's not her fault, but in your mind, it's gonna just play over and over and over and over and over. I couldn't live with myself if that was me. And I've tried to be friends with my boy's mom and tried to work through shit. But she's got so much fucking hate. She hides it a lot better than I do, with a pretty face and a nice smile. Just don't let that be you, guys. Whatever your fucking fights are with your kid's spouse, just fucking put it aside. If your kid's got an addiction problem, just put it to fuck aside. Because if not, man, this is where you're gonna be. Right here. You think you're fucked up now because you're fighting with your ex about custody or child support? Well, keep up fucking fighting. Keep fighting. Keep dividing. Keep telling that kid that their parent's a piece of shit so the kid feels like they're half a piece of shit. And you'll be here. You'll fucking be right here. Think your life's fucked up now? Wait till you join my fucking club. Every day. It's either tears or rage. Just think about it, man. At one point, whoever you hate, you loved. So just think about that. And do it for your fucking kid, man. Your kid, whether they're little or old, they need you. They still fucking need you. So just end your bullshit and be there for your kid. Two parents together can fucking fight this. Two parents divided end up with a dead kid every fucking time. Sorry about being a sad sap, but I just had to make this fucking video. I really don't like people seeing me like this. But I just miss my boy so much. And his sister is all fucked up, my daughter, because of all this. We aren't speaking, like, the spiral of this shit just goes on and on and on. Nobody realizes the fucking spiral. Every fucking buddy in the family takes it in a different way and gets more and more fucked up. I've started a little drug program, and I deal more with parents. I've been dealing with parents of kids that have died because of drug overdoses. And that's pretty rewarding, because you're in an isolated state after your kid dies. Your best friends don't even want to talk to you because they don't know what to say. And I understand that. Like this coronavirus, like, you got to be isolated. I've been isolated for a fucking year and a half. I just want people to realize that they have to work together in order to help their kid or their husband or their daughter. You can't just keep thinking it's going to get better. You can't just keep thinking that, oh, tomorrow something's going to change. I help the parents that are broken. But probably what I need to do is concentrate more on the parents. Just like the parents that are watching right now. The parents that are thinking it can never happen to me. I'll never be that fucking crying guy on the fucking computer. But it can. And it will. So maybe I need to get through the storm of the corona and try to go after snowflake building parents that just enable their kids to death. Because it doesn't work. It does not work. We have a whole society of politically correct, pansy-ass bitches. That can't take the heat. So when it gets a little hot, they have to have a crutch. They have to use a drug. My son got a broken wrist when he was in high school, and he always blamed that on his drug addiction. That's completely bullshit. He can tell that to his mother, but that's fucked up. He didn't use those oxys to deal with his pain of his wrist. He used them to get high. He abused them from the beginning, and then, you know, you think the worst thing in the world is being a pillhead. But when the money gets scarce, pillheads go to heroin. And heroin is basically designer fentanyl, and it's going to kill your kid or your husband or your wife. I know I'm all over the place in this video, but the main purpose of this video is to try to get any parent out there to just realize you got to be strong. Because if you're not strong now, you're going to be weak. You're going to turn into an angry, bitter bastard like myself. There's plenty of resources out there. Every rehab center isn't bad. Please don't think that's the case. But if they promise you a beautiful beach and some horse therapy, or, you know, maybe you can do a little yachting, like Malibu beaches or whatever it is in California. My boy was there too. It's bullshit, man. You've enabled your little snowflake kid to turn into a drug addict, and now you're gonna send him to paradise to try to get him back so he's not a drug addict? Come on, man. It doesn't work. The only thing you're doing is making yourself feel good because you're doing something. Gonna let little prince or princess have a good rehab in a rock star resort. It's bullshit, man. Rock stars don't ever get clean because they get pampered at the fucking resort. You want to send your kid to a resort, send him to one in Binghamton, New York. Send him to one in Boise, fucking Idaho, if you want to send him far away. But you don't have to. Because, you know, everybody says, oh, people, places, and things. I agree with that. But when you come out of your front door and you normally, every day of your life, to go into your circle of fucking dirt, take a right, all you simply have to do is get up in the morning and take a fucking left. You take a left, you're going to meet new people, new opportunities, a whole new way of life. But if you keep getting up in the morning and going the same fucking way you do every day, you're not going to get clean. You go to that big resort and then you come back and you go out your front door and you go the same fucking way you did before you left. What do you think's going to happen? What do you think's going to happen, mama? Your kid's going to go use again. And most likely with the fucked up drugs today, they're going to die. Please. Again, all these, you know, headhunters from all these great resorts, they're all nationally certified and blah, 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 blah. How many nationally certified counselors are here in this fucking graveyard? Or many other graveyards across this fucking country. Right? Like Kendrick. All you fucking guys, how do you sleep with yourself, man? Going to counselor funerals every day. My boy went to so many funerals, I lost track. Probably 35 counselor funerals. Boca Recovery Center. You want to sue me? Sue me. Sue me, you motherfuckers. You dirty bastards. Because you know what? I have the Lord on my side. You don't. You're killing kids every fucking day and making humongous money. And listen, if you think it's just an angry dad, what I'd like you to do is call Detective Drake of the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Department, Violent Crimes Unit. I don't have a number, but you can Google it. Ask Detective Drake if he thinks sending your loved one to a resort rehab in South Florida is the best thing. Don't take my angry tow truck dead kid dad rant. Do your research. Call Detective Drake, Palm Beach County Sheriff's Department. Now again, there's no love lost between me and Drake. I think he's kind of an arrogant dick. But he deals with it every day. And I guess if I had to deal with it every day, I'd be an arrogant dick too. Please, wake up, man, before it's too late. Before it's too fucking late. Just wake up. Because if not, this is how you're going to go visit your kid every Easter.